Hello everyone, this is Alex Linkwitz here, and welcome to my Let's Play of the Uncanny Valley demo. Yes, I am playing the demo again. And there's a pretty good reason why. Because, well, after I recorded my first Let's Play of the demo, I actually received a comment from the developer themselves. They said they liked my Let's Play, which is good. The whole point of these Let's Plays is to entertain my viewers and stuff. And they actually gave me some information about their plans with the game and even explain some of the things that I did criticize and stuff. And with what they said and everything, actually gave me a moment to realize, wow, with the ideas that you told me, makes me actually find that sounds like this could be a very interesting horror game. And I decided, you know what, I'm going to give the demo a second chance and also give you guys a little bit more better feedback about what this game is. And, this time I'm not completely blind. Now, of course, I bet some people kind of probably hated me on the, when I did my first my first attempt of this game because I was completely blind that I didn't know. But now I get people can see that I have a different viewpoint of this game now that I have information. So anyway, I'll probably explain what I didn't found out or what I didn't know in this once we begin the game. Now you probably noticed that throughout this talking you're not hearing any background music. Well, that's because I muted. Yep, I mute my recording software so the music would not be blasting over my microphone and everything. I don't know what I need to do to lower the volume, but I've been trying, fiddling, and nothing. The volume just keeps staying at this loud noise. But considering that there's a lot of silence areas, I'm going to turn the sound back on once I start the game. But during these menus where they're supposed to mute, where there's music, it's turned off. But let's actually begin the Uncanny Valley demo. Of course, let's turn on the... Alright. And of course, like it says here, the usual control options. One thing I would say that when it comes down to these games is that they should have some rebindable keys or something. But again, demo, can't say. Headphones, a dark room, play at night, yep. I should also throw maybe this at the developers a bit for this demo. Because, again, I did not know anything about this game. I only just, came across that the demo was available. Well, the demo was available from a internet journalist page, something like that. They said it was available, and I said, okay, I'll try this demo out for my channel. Plus, also, I think I did see at least one trailer of this game, but I didn't really think too much about it, so, yeah. But anyway, when I got the comment from the developers, they actually told me what the game does. In this game, the consequences and the mistakes you make are actually continue in this game. As in, this is actually a horror game where you don't actually fail. It's basically like Heavy Rain in the sense that any mistake you make is permanent. It's going to stay and continue. So there is no if you die or mess up, you respawn to the same thing and repeat the same scenario, which in a lot of ways kind of ruins the fear. So yeah, they really went with this idea where you have to worry about the mistakes you make, because any mistakes you make is going to affect how the rest of the game plays out. So that, I have to say, is pretty damn interesting, but I kind of wish the developers would at least let us know that that's what happens in this, so that way I kind of would be viewing the demo in that different light, because since there was no clear indication that certain things can be affected, I actually was not sure, and basically I was left with just a demo that just felt like any other 2D horror game I've experienced. So, I do have to say, if you're, considering that they have this recommended page and everything, maybe they should have took the time to post a third page that says, this game, the mistakes you make in this game alter the rest of the game, or something like that. Kind of like how The Walking Dead says, the choices you make will alter the outcome of the game. just give us something like that, just so we kind of have an idea of what we're getting into in the demo. Because again, not a lot of us are like going to the webpage to figure out what this game is. We just hear, oh, there's a demo, here's the link, but we probably will check it out. So yeah, I would say for the developers, they really should give us a little bit of extra information just to let us know that what this game is, what this demo is trying to show. And yeah, that part was obviously, I would say it's their mistake, but I guess it's my mistake too for not looking up more into this game. But again, I was trying not to be blind on it, so I didn't have any spoils or anything. Alright, well anyway, I'm mumbling too much on this page, so let's begin the game. Okay, and if you remember in this part, if you see my previous video, I basically ran and got like captured by these demon monsters. Interesting thing that you can do is you could just simply walk, and of course I live nearby, I should get home, and you know, just walk normally, and you can see there's a black figure on the left side. And the interesting thing is that it turns out if I'm just walking, I don't run or anything, the monsters don't come after me until now, and then I get into the door. Okay, so now I'm in a new area. I didn't get captured by the monsters, so now I activate the elevator. I'm trying to figure out what to interact with. Okay, now I'm in. Alright. Door's locked. And this is a... Yep, and this is one of those games that has the sprint going nowhere. Okay, now I'm in the room. And now I'm in my room. And now all the monsters are banging on the door. Can I do anything to interact with them? Nope, I gotcha. Being attacked by the monsters. Well, that's great. Okay. Have I passed out? I can't get any sleep lately. It's hard to get used to. Being awake all night and sleeping in broad daylight. Plus these horrible nightmares aren't exactly helping. Yeah. Okay, so you kind of clearly saw something completely different. I didn't actually get, you know, caught by the monsters in the street and then wake up in my room. I actually was able to get to my room. But I would say that one thing is that it does feel kind of like one of the few slight complaints that I can give to something like The Walking Dead, which is in The Walking Dead, certain choices you make, you expect like them to always alter, but there's always some outcome that somehow leads up to something that basically doesn't make it permanent or something. Like, let me just say this, that this is like a slight problem I just have with like The Walking Dead, like games like The Walking Dead or any other Telltale games. And games like so far right now, this demo kind of shows that I'm kind of a little concerned about. You clearly saw that, again, I died, and I didn't die until I, you know, was trapped in my room. But I was able to get to my room. If you saw my previous video, I actually just died and woke up in my room, and the monsters were banging on the door. So, basically, it just means that it didn't matter which way I went, I actually still would be in my room, no matter if the monsters caught me or not, and the monsters would be surrounding my building, and that would be it. And maybe if because I got captured early, it affects later on in the game. Like, again, a demo, so certain of these, like, choices or mistakes I made probably are not going to be shown until, like, later in the game if I actually play the full game when it comes out. But I think what makes me concerned is that in games like The Walking Dead and stuff, there were moments where, you know, you made a choice about, like, oh, you saved this guy, but you let this person to die, or you, you know, you killed him, but you killed him and to prevent him from turning into a zombie or something like that, blah, blah, blah. And if you've seen, like, in The Walking Dead, when you see the other choices, in a lot of ways, they just end up showing off the same thing, as in, oh, look, you saved this guy. Well, guess what? He dies anyway. So it turns out that he won't appear later in the game because it didn't matter. So it didn't matter if you even let him die or you actually did. And that's like a little bit of a problem I have with what I'm seeing right now is just, is this game going to have those kind of choices where basically it gives you these different choices and you're going to live with them, but in the end, would they actually really have any matter of if you succeeded or not? And would it really have an effect? That's Now that's just a curiosity, and that's something I want to see in the full game. Anyway, I'm really hoping I'm making sense here, but I found out I can crouch by just pressing the down arrow. Wish there was a jump button, but let's go here. I'm gonna leave the fire surges right here, and we're gonna go over here. There's the penis. We're getting the key card. We're getting the X. And I didn't discover this until now. Another videotape. So, got the videotape. Let's run over here. Now we're gonna go over here. We're gonna grab this videotape and we're gonna break into here. The axe. Okay. Enter. Now the tape. And of course, there's just a. Of course, can I look at it? There's nothing really I can examine much. But yeah, it turns out that what I didn't know about this game is that choices you make and mistakes you make are permanent and leads up to things. And they even mentioned one other thing that I really like, and I wish to see more horror games do this. In fact, I even have an idea for a horror game. I'm not going to really tell you what it's about, but I have an idea where there's a mechanic where if you get injured in a specific way, like if you get a serious injury, that serious injury lasts much longer in the game, or even in fact is permanent. And basically, the guys in the developers of this game actually, in fact, said that they have something that's basically like that. As in, if I end up getting attacked by the monster, a monster or whatever is in this game, I lose my ability to sprint because I got injured, and I'm going to be stuck with that, unable to sprint for the rest of the game. So it's going to make literally everything that happens later on in the game much difficult, and would probably make even trying to get a good ending or achieving at something would actually be much tougher and probably almost completely impossible. So again, that's actually a good sense of an idea with horror, because it literally means that you have to be careful, because any mistake you make literally is going to affect your outcome, and you can't fix those mistakes, and that's really something. That's a more realistic way of life, and that actually probably adds good with horror, because now you're actually concerned about what is going to be ahead. If you are willing to risk certain things, like, are you going to risk to run past the monster, or are you going to really try your best to take your time? Because if you took that risk and the risk doesn't work, then you're going to be stuck with that mistake for the rest of the game, with like the inability to run or something like that. So yeah, I'm actually I'm not really playing much of this demo, because really there's nothing much else to really show much, but just basically mention about what the developers say is really more impressive me than I would say the demo is doing. Again, I think the demo doesn't do much to show what this game is capable of, and but from hearing from the developers, I really have to say that I'm really more intrigued with this game than I originally thought. Okay, anyway, we got the videotapes. Let's check with the dates. Okay, that's the 5th. No, I guess the calendar is like that. So this probably is the first one. Okay, so we got a guy, monster banging on the door and everything, so there's something different. Okay, now let's play this one next. Now he is ripping off his arm. How did that get in there? And now he gets some mumbling while he's in the fetal position. Okay, so that's basically what we got. Alright. Wait a minute. I'm gonna check. Is that even a door? No, it's nothing. I can't interact with it. Okay. So let's go back to the original area. Alright. Enter. Use the key card. Good thing that's in. And now we're going to walk over here for, just for this specific reason. And let's see what happens if I can crouch and see if that will actually change. Because, you know, right here, this monster thing grabs me, if you recall from my... Nope, they still grab me. Okay. Apartment. Nightmares begin again. Can I walk through here? No. Okay. Alright, now I care. Okay, so now they actually don't say... He doesn't say anything about the freezer, so something definitely might have changed. Oh yeah, speaking of which, I remember I complained about the text being a little hard to read, and they said they should not just stick with the whole 16-bit thing, like with everything. Turns out that the developers actually said that the game is actually locked at 400 by 300, so it's actually a limitation of the resolution this game has. Now, I would probably argue about why is a game locked or stuck in 400 by 300 in 2014 or so, or near the end of 2014, basically, but it could be just a choice or the program they're using to make this game, so... Yes, but let's see, can I open? Nope, they locked me in. Okay, so the text is in here now. Now, here's the other thing I had a complaint once. Right here, let's see if that... Yep, it still happens. Now, they did say that they updated the demo a bit. I don't know if I got the update or not. But you can clearly view that I am clicking on here and I'm getting into the vent, and the vent's invisible. I thought that was like really stupid and stuff. But again, the developers actually did mention this. It turns out this is a bug. This is a little bug that happened. It turns out that this is a cart and you're supposed to interact with the cart and pull it. See? And there you go. So that's what he did. Now, I'm going to just be fair to say that, okay, so it was obviously a bug. This was supposed to not be... You weren't supposed to be able to interact with this until after you pulled the cart, but it did. But I'm going to give another fair argument here, is that I couldn't... How am I supposed to tell that I can pull this? I can't do it with these other carts. So just coincidentally, I just tap the button until this happens. And, you know, sometimes you got to give us a little bit extra indications on what to do in this game. You know, like, you don't have to tell us everything, but, you know, maybe give us a little more idea of, like, oh, this thing is on wheels while these are, like, don't have wheels, maybe. Or give us the ability that we can interact with these things as well, so that way we kind of assume, what happens if I move this cart other than this one? And, you know, give us even some slight interaction with that we can tell that we can interact with this. But whatever. It's a demo, and they even said that they probably fixed a few bugs for the demo. I don't know if I got the updated version yet. I'm doubt I did, but who knows. Alright, let's enter the vent anyway. Okay. Now there's that thing. Okay, so that thing kind of seems like it wants to grab me, maybe, but it short circuits is way before it even does. So let's walk through here. Okay, now here's a different thing I'm going to do. Instead of actually just walking up to it, which because I thought that there was nothing you could do, I'm going to just wait behind one of these things. Hold on. Can I get behind any of these? Oh, yeah, I can get behind that. I can't move forward, but apparently I can get behind that. Still was able to move. I kind of question how the hell could he not see me? He walks through the same wall, or did he walk through the same wall? Maybe he walked around it. Then never mind. Hurry before he gets back. All right. Oh, now he's hopping. Ooh, that was close. I need to get out of here. Okay, let's get out of here. He was hopping like a madman. All right, and that's the demo. Let me just quickly turn off the music. So yeah, there we go. There's my second playthrough of the demo. does it really change my opinion with the demo? Like, does the now having this knowledge that what this game's meant to be, does it make me actually feel like, wow, this demo is actually really amazing? Not really. But I have to say that what the developer said makes me really more interested in this game. Again, and I don't. Despite the fact that there's a little extra change here and there, like there actually is some slight different choices. Like, you know, you could actually you could actually achieve not failing these certain events or so. They still don't. There's still not much to give me an indication that the mistakes I make are permanent or something. They don't give me any feeling like there's actually some choices in this game that's really going to affect the game, because again, the outcomes just seem to show the same thing almost a bit. Like, just only the difference is just a slightly different ending for the demo. Again, I would say that the demo just doesn't fully achieve on giving the right image or the idea for the people who are interested in this game, you know, or the people who are curious about this game, because again, I think they should have let there be more choices in the demo. Maybe extend it a little bit longer to give extra choices and kind of see that, oh, I did make this mistake and this actually changed. So this is what they're going for. And I think the other thing is that there's no like information that gives us an indication that that's what what this game does. The demo just if a person like myself just came across the demo but didn't come across any other website or anything that explains what the game is, most of us would just be thinking like, okay, this is just another 2D style 16-bit horror game that we've seen a million times before. And that's actually like the sad part. If it wasn't for the fact that the developers literally just gave me a comment and told me about what they're trying to do with this game, I probably would have actually just shrugged this game off. But now that they told me what it is, I'm really interested in it. But I think that's kind of a failed thing to do when it comes to a demo. You want to get people invested in it, and the demo doesn't. And even though I have this knowledge now of what the game is, I still don't think this demo does a good job at convincing me that this is something really unique. Now, of course, now that they told me what it is, I'm really curious to see how the full game really is going to be. But again, for a demo to try to convince people to look out for this game or impress it, I don't think they did a pretty good job at this. They didn't put too much in this demo to give us a feeling that there's something strange and something really different about this game than the other like 2D pixel-like games. Again, I'm actually now more intrigued by this game thanks to the great comments from the developers, which I have to say they're a great sport. You know, some companies and developers just can't handle criticism and stuff, but these guys did, and they did it perfectly right, and they even gave their own feedback back to just give me a different viewpoint. And it wasn't like an argument or excuse. It was just, oh, we're playing this and stuff, you didn't notice this and stuff. Oh, well, that's actually a lot more interesting. I didn't know that about your game. I'm actually now more intrigued. Again, I think that they should have give out some of this information on the demo, and just to give us a little bit of extra thought. But yeah, this is just going on a little bit more randomly, but yeah, the demo doesn't fully impress me. The demo doesn't really convince me, but what the developers told me does. I'm actually more interested about this game, and I think I might be inclined to pick up the game right when it comes out on launch, just for the fact that they're going with like this whole permanent mistakes thing. I always find that really interesting, and I always think that's always a better way to do horror in a lot of ways. Hey, so yeah, I'm really intrigued now. Demo doesn't interest me that much. I guess I should finish up by saying that also I discovered that after I did this, I also, in the comments, they mentioned that the Greenlight page has already been done, and the Kickstarter or the Indiegogo thing is already done. So there's really no point in me giving you the links, because they already are done with those. So yeah, I'm not going to put the links in the description, and I probably will delete the links from the previous part, whatever. But yeah, so I'm now starting to repeat myself again. I'm always like saying I'm a broken record, and I guess I am. That's my biggest curse. But yeah, demo doesn't impress me that much, but the developers have gave me reason to be invested in this game. So yeah, I'm really interested. And now, thank you developers for actually, telling me about what your plans are with this game. And I think maybe you should make a more varied demo to help show what you're trying to accomplish with your game, because this demo doesn't really do much to give that identity or so. Alright, well, I'm going to stop talking because this is just going on way too long than it should be. Anyway, guys, I really hope you liked my Let's Play of the Uncanny Valley demo. Again, like and subscribe, and I hope to see you next time. See you later, everyone!